Phoenix Books presents
Warped Factors, a Neurotic's Guide to the Universe. Written and read by Walter Koenig. Short subject. We were shooting the television episode The Gamesters of Triskelion. It was October of 1967. Nichelle Nichols was in one cell, I was in another, and Bill Shatner was in a third. We each had our pain collars on and were writhing in agony. The close-up was on Bill. He had an arm extended through the bars, begging our off-camera jailers to release us from the inflicted torture. It was a very dramatic turn, full of art and energy. Bill's concentration was total. But when the heavy steel door to the soundstage suddenly opened, and 4 small orphan children walked through it, ruining the shot, Bill only smiled. He removed the yoke, stepped out of the cell, and crossed the stage to them. They couldn't have been more than 5 years old. Their backs arched as they looked up at him in awe. The closest one had a cowlick and a tooth missing up front. The boy next to him was a carrot top with lots of freckles. The third child was a girl with long braids and a frilly blouse. The last of the kids was little Timmy. His ears stuck out, and they weren't very well aligned. The left one was a good 1.5 inches higher than the right. For some reason, he seemed self-conscious about it. Bill made a beeline for this boy and lifted him high in the air. Star Trek is about everyone respecting everyone else and all of us treating each other as equals, he said, quite seriously to the tyke. The huge bank of lights trained on the set for illumination seemed to dim beside little Timmy's smile. Bill whispered to his stand-in and gave him a hearty clap on the back. The man disappeared, only to return a minute later with a big bag of cupcakes. There were vanilla and chocolate ones and others with all sorts of tasty toppings. Bill offered them around to each of the affection-starved youngsters. "Please, sir, can I have some more?" said Carrot Top, twisting a bit in embarrassment. Bill ruffled the boy's hair and smiled just the way the charming Captain Kirk would have. They left shortly afterwards. We stood quietly watching them go. Then an extraordinary thing happened. We looked over, and there was Bill Shatner, his arms spread wide, beaming at us. Jimmy Doohan caught on first and rushed to his side. He clasped Willie's right hand with his left. Simultaneously, George Takei and Nichelle sprinted to his other side. George had been in training for years for this moment and won by the length of a communicator, forging a link with our redoubtable captain's other hand. I thought I saw a brief pout of disappointment on Nichelle's face, but it disappeared quickly. She took George's free hand.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?